Supergirl Season 2 was very important as it was the show's first season being aired on the CW. After the transition from CBS to the CW, it allowed the character of Supergirl to cross over with the other DC shows such as The Flash and Arrow. It was a very good move for the fans. This season overall has been very good. After a very dry and stale first season, Season 2 has been a huge step up from what we had seen before, and that was something I was very happy to see Supergirl progress into. So the story of Season 2 is actually a really difficult one to explain, as the villain of the season is not fully defined until after the final 5 episodes or so. So in general, the story is that Supergirl is back saving National City from both alien and criminal threats until a new ally leads Supergirl to facing her biggest threat yet of her superhero career. First off, I want to discuss Mon-El. He has been a fantastic addition to the show. His character is very entertaining and has grown with the show in a very organic way. Also, I found his relationship with Kara to be very seamless, and even though I'm very jealous of Mon-El being with Melissa Benoist both on the show and in real life, the relationship really does work for the show and I 100% ship it. Now I'll move into the villains. Cadmus was an anti-alien immigration force that wanted to eliminate all aliens, including Supergirl. They have dipped in and out of the plot, however they were used to bring back a cool character from Season 1, Cyborg Superman. It was cool to see him come back, but he just really wasn't used that often, which really was a shame because he is a pretty cool character and how he kind of links back into Hank Henshaw is pretty cool, so I would like to see more of him in Season 3 because he is a pretty decent character in the comics and he was pretty cool represented on the show. Then the big bad of the season was finally defined to be Rhea from the planet of Daxam. Daxam has played a big role this season as the character of Mon-El, who I mentioned earlier, is from Daxam, and because he has been getting comfortable on Earth and getting closer with Supergirl, his mother decided to come after Earth, meaning it's Supergirl's job to save the day from Rhea. Now, we finally got to see Superman this season. I must say that Tyler Hoechlin's portrayal of Superman is my favourite on-screen Superman. I have never ever seen a better portrayal than this, in my opinion. He was the perfect embodiment of the American symbol of hope that Superman represents. He nails Clark Kent too, which is essential. He was just, in total, a perfect and flawless casting for the purity character that is Superman. James Olsen is an interesting one. James was such a big part of Season 1 by being one of the main characters and also being a love interest for Kara. However, in Season 2 he was completely pushed aside. Now yes, he did become Guardian, but we never see him train and actually, bulk up, and so he's able to fight these people in the such skilled way he does, and his motivations are never really clear. Let's talk about Winn and Lyra. Winn was one of my favourite characters in Season 1, and in Season 2 he's given a rather interesting storyline. Winn is sat in the alien bar when he meets Lyra. Lyra falls for Winn instantly, and Winn feels the same. This creates an interesting dynamic and something that is actually quite funny to watch. It doesn't always work, but it was entertaining nonetheless. Now I want to talk about one of my favourite new characters this season, Lena Luthor. She was fantastic in this. I love every scene she is in, and she becomes pretty influential towards the end of the story. She is just a really interesting character who has a great screen presence. Plus I'm pretty sure she's a regular for Season 3, so yeah, that's all good. Keep on Lena Luthor, she's a really great character. Now, we need to talk about Kara. Kara, aka Supergirl, is of course the main character of the show. She is supposed to grow and flourish as the season progresses. Did she? No. Kara was the most underdeveloped character this season, which is such an insult to the character. I don't know what the writers were thinking with this, but it's just quite disgraceful how they forgot about their main character, that they forgot to develop Supergirl. Overall, I have really had fun with Supergirl in Season 2. It has been a huge improvement on the first season, which was mediocre at best. Though it's still not perfect, I do believe Season 3 will be able to fix a lot of the problems that Season 2 made, and will continue to grow and improve on those issues. This season has just been a real blast. I give Supergirl Season 2 a B-.